Hey, Glenn here, the People's Carpenter. I've got a drum sander, and that kind of handy things to have. Sometimes they get all gunged up with resin. Should you throw these away or should you clean them yourself? Well, I tried to answer that question. Let's see how it went. So I want to use my drum sander, but in its current condition it's not very good. But it's frustrating. You see, it's got these really thick bits of resin that have basically melted off the wood into the sandpaper, well, onto the sandpaper, so that it is stuck to it. I have one of these rubber sticks that you use to clean sanding belts, and they're generally quite good, but they don't get that off. But beneath that thick, hard layer is good sandpaper, and the belt generally is in good condition, so it's a little bit annoying. Throwing this away is what I would normally do, but I don't want to. It is wasteful. So I'm going to clean this. I've done a little bit of research when it comes to the best cleaners for this kind of thing, so we'll see how we go. Let's take it off. So don't mind the clutter, I have a bunch of jobs going on. So I've got this preserving jar. It appears that this one contained caster sugar at some point, and I've rolled up, I'm going to have to roll it a little bit tighter. One moment please, it's quite long. Right, I found a jar with a wider opening, and it's also the ideal height as well. That is just what I need. Okay, I actually don't have the cleaner that I'm looking for, so I'm going to pop out to a store now and see what I can find. So with the sandpaper rolled up, although not completely tightly, I want a tiny gap between the layers so that liquid can get through it all. I'm going to use this. There are a lot of different cleaners that you could use. I was actually hoping to find a citrus-based solvent degreaser cleaner, but there just wasn't anything quite like that at the store that I went to, but this should be fine. It's made by CRC. They're a brand I often use. They're very good, very popular here in New Zealand. It's called Exoff. It's a degreaser and parts cleaner, and it's the degreaser, the degreasing ability that you really want. It's it's quite a concentrate. This one is 5 litres, but it makes up to 100 litres. So I'm not going to put it in pure. I've got Scottish genes on my mother's side, and I don't want to waste it. So but even if I go 1 part of this to 4 or 5 parts water, that's still going to be quite concentrated. So I'll do something like that. Now, although, it's a solvent in that it dissolves things, it says solvent free. I guess that means it doesn't have any harsh solvent chemicals in it, which is good. So I'll probably leave this overnight. It's kind of late afternoon now. Yeah, that should be fine. I'll come back to it tomorrow. I thought I would bring this outside because there's going to be some spillage probably. It's the following day, and I can already see that the fluid is, not clean, which is good, I guess. I'm going to just grab the end of this so that I can wind it up a little more tightly and get it out more easily. Yeah, that was relatively clear before, so that's a good sign. It's now the colour of dissolved resin. Okay, there is still some on there, but it's coming off quite easily. So I'm gonna hold this down and hose it off and use a brush as well. So that's soft, which is good. Right, so I've just got it unrolled on the grass, held down with some scrap bits of wood, and I'm going to give it a squirt with my hose. I hope it does come off. I hope I haven't wasted this time. Well, time spent learning is not wasted, I suppose. As you can see, my dog Bowie loves the water. Well, this isn't obviously coming off. Okay, I can see that it will come off. The question I find myself asking though is what I'm doing right now worth it? How much do you value your time compared to just the cost of a new roll of, a new belt of sandpaper? Well, I've decided that this is not worth it. That's going to involve a fair bit more scrubbing, and I'm sure I could get to a point where this is clean enough, but it isn't worth investing this much time into something that costs money but which is not actually all that expensive. In published scientific research, there is a well-known problem called the file drawer effect, also known as publication bias. I've heard it casually referred to as the problem of the bottom drawer. And what it is, it's where some research is carried out or experimentation is done or what have you, and there's a null result. That is, the effect that people thought they might find, they didn't find, or for whatever reason the research is not interesting, and it just goes into a drawer and is never published. And that actually distorts the field of research in the published literature anyway, because there could be a whole lot of experiments showing that a particular thing doesn't work or doesn't do anything, but the results were so dull that they were never published. But on the few occasions where it worked or did something, it got published. And so you might say all of the published research shows that this works, when really it tends not to work. So I am going to publish this video even though it didn't work, because look, if you try something and find that it was a bit of a failure, it's probably worth telling other people that. There will be people who succeeded in doing this and they put their videos out there. I wonder how many people didn't succeed and so didn't put their videos out there, and so you'll think it's a raging success all the time. There will probably be products that will do the job better. This, from what I can tell, is a pretty decent product. Maybe this is just especially tough resin, I don't know. But for what it's worth, I won't be doing this again. It removes some, and it would probably remove it all if I did a lot more scrubbing, but by the time you've done that, I value my time, I value my labor, and I've already spent more of that than a new sanding belt is worth. So there you go. That was my finding. I am Dr. Glenn Peoples. I actually am. The People's Carpenter. We'll see you next time. I'm sitting here in my office editing the footage going, there are other people that do this. If you've done this, what method did you use and did it work? Let me know down below. I may try this again if I get some interesting suggestions.